Hello everyone, this is Sean and welcome back to episode number 2 of our Rimworld A16 Twin Oases Let's Play. We are playing on a custom scenario. The details are available in the video description, and when we left off it was day number 0. Day number 0? Well, it was day number 1, I think is what I wrote down on the video description. Doesn't really matter. When we left off it was day number 0 and our pawns were sleeping. But what I did do between episodes is I went through and I laid out the plans for our future colonies. So looking at this one, which I believe is colony number 2 right now, we will get some names for them here before too long. The basic setup is here. This is where our farming is going to be. So I've set up area for our indoor farms because we will want to set those indoor. I think doesn't it get cool enough during the spring? But either way, we want to have indoor farming just for better results overall. We can still use the outdoor stuff for trees and whatnot. So there's where the farms will be. This is where our kitchen will be. This will be the little cook room right there, and then our first freezer will be that, and then our spare freezer will go there. This is going to be our hospital eventually. This will be our prison, and this will be our first housing complex. And then we'll worry about the rest of it later on. It's not going to be too difficult to lay some walls across here in the future so we can have a pretty large closed-in area. But for now, the original idea is to lay a wall along this border, close that off, and we can have that closed in. And of course, right now we have that closed in. Over at colony number 1, interesting that the zoom changes based on where you left off. So colony number 1, our original closed-in area is going to be right here. That's going to be pretty tight. We have this set up for our housing unit, for our first housing. This is going to be our hospital. This is our prison. Here we have our original freezer, auxiliary freezer. Up here will be a indoor food growing area, and then of course we can have additional food growing out here. And then here's where our exterior perimeter wall will be eventually. Now this one, we have it set up to where there's going to be a pretty big wall once we get to that point. But of course we will connect these buildings with individual walls to keep them secure as we go along. Yeah, so there we go. There's where we are right now. I haven't gone through and set up any manual priorities, anything like that yet, so we should probably go ahead and get those things set up. And we will do that by... Boy, this colony does not have a doctor, huh? We have Rasta, who has a doctor skill of 0, and Volk is incapable of doctoring. So we better hope that we get a doctor over here before too long. We don't need to worry about handling in this colony. I'm going to have Volk do the cooking and I guess the construction. So he's got some pretty important chores right up front. We'll do that. We'll set those to the other direction to 2. And then research, yeah, when we get to research we'll have it like that. Let's go ahead and copy you and paste you there, and then we will worry about that. You're going to do that. You're not going to cook or hunt. You're not going to construct at that priority, but you're going to spend your time growing and mining, and the rest of the stuff looks pretty good. Let's copy that, and we should be able to paste that over here. Tastebud is already hard at work. Let's paste that. And, Tastebud can't doctor either. We're going to be in trouble if Hammonds gets hurt. Alright, let's see. So Tastebud, you are going to be the cook. Not too worried about you hunting, but I'll have you set up for that. You're not going to grow. You can mine, that's fine. Plant cutting, of course, everybody will be doing. The rest of this stuff I'll leave it like it is. And then Hammonds, you're a doctor. Guess you can... Wow, you're the only one who can warden. So we've really got our work cut out for us here. I hope this series doesn't end up being a disaster and having to be cut short or something because our pawns are just so incompetent. But that is a possibility, unfortunately. Let's speed things up a little bit. First step, of course, is to get them to haul some of this stuff back up here where it belongs. I think that's what Tastebud is doing. Tastebud's making some weird decisions in hauling, but I guess he's starting with the closest and then working their way backwards. This is supposed to be covered up. I thought I had set up that to be a roof area. I did. Who do we have doing construction over here? Oh, nobody is a high priority constructor, huh? I guess that's going to be you, Taste Bud. You better get some of those construction skills down. Alright, let's see what's going on this. Oh, that's good. You two are going to fight with one another. Great. And Rasta, of course, needs to be rescued. And Rasta is the one who's the doctor, so he won't be able to heal himself. It's good news. You're just bruised up though, right? So it's not like it's really going to matter. Just a bunch of bruises. Your bruises will heal up just fine. So you two are incapacitated for now. So let's keep an eye on these pawns over here. See how this turns out. Chunk of spacecraft has fallen. That's cool. Nearby is a very generous term. Very generous description of what happened there. I suppose in theory I could send a doctor from one colony over to the other colony, and you know what I mean, like if somebody needs bandaged up or something like that. But you know, nobody's really going to get bandaged up here. Although I like Rasta is going to bandage up poor Volk, even though Rasta is the one who suffered the indignity of being beat up. Major break risk, Rasta. Sure, why not? He's in extreme pain. I'd be at a break risk as well. All right, get some of this hauling done. Now our camels here, I believe they're just wandering around, doing whatever they want. I do want to make sure that they're eating that kibble instead of just wandering around anywhere. Probably should set our food to have a more specific storage zone, like in here maybe. Storage, clear all important food, but not kibble. And then over here, we're gonna turn food off, but we'll turn kibble back on. Very good. And let's go to animal area. And we will do that. And then we'll go to manage areas and we'll invert it. There we go. And then we'll assign the animals to animal area 1, which is the entire map except for that room. And we'll see how that works. I'll probably want to cut that down once I get like a wall going or something like that. But for now, I'd say we're going to be fine. Do need resources over here, that's for sure. I will order these guys to deconstruct this stuff and pull up those floors. And that'll get us some bricks, which we can use to make walls. We can go ahead and deconstruct those ones as well, or that. I don't know, you know what I'm trying to say. We're going to have a raid here before too long, so we do need to be prepared for that. And then we'll have a, geez, we're going to have a ship part crash on day 7, won't we? It's going to be intense. These guys are still healing up from their injuries. Volk's probably going to heal a little faster because at least Volk is bandaged up. Alright, what do we got going on over here? These guys don't really have any instructions at all, do they? It'd be helpful if I could close that window. I will have them deconstruct a bunch of this stuff. Deconstruct all that and remove those floors. And, you know, it doesn't really matter. I guess he is a higher constructor. I'm going to bump you up to 3, though, so that way you worry about that. We do want to keep all the hauling and cleaning under control. I do want to turn off automatically doing home area. That way we don't, because I mean, look at that. That's preposterous. We don't need to have all that as the home area. We want to have pretty modest area as our home area right now, like right there. maybe this, and this, and then up here so we don't have any fires. That's good. Oh, so somebody must be level 5 growing on this map. That's nice. How do we have a spare... Oh, Rasta probably dropped it in the fight, so go pick that up, Rasta. I say, go pick that up, Rasta. There we go, thank you. I know you're probably not happy that I woke you up. Yeah, acute pain, I get it. You're gonna have a mood break any moment now. No problem, I understand. Yes, and I forgot to do that there. But that's taken care of. I forgot to set the timer, so I went ahead and set the timer while we were... Probably didn't even notice. I probably could have totally gotten away without telling you that I put a brief edit in there, but I did. No way to prepare meals. Yep, I get that. What's going on this colony? They're pulling stuff down. We do have food growing, so good. It's going to take a while because nobody is skillful enough to plant berries, which are the one item that will grow quickly. That's a shame. I guess we could start. We've got 4 marble blocks, not even enough to actually set up an actual wall or anything. You are set to do some constructing at some point, so that's good. I guess we could try mining out some of this steel as well. I'm glad the camels prefer plants and cactus and whatnot, although I'm not real thrilled that they're eating the cactuses because I would rather cut those down and get the wood out of them. Because we definitely could use more wood. The hotkey for that is Y, I believe. Looks like it. 54%. That one looks just as well grown as the one that I just got done clicking on. There we go. That one's ready to harvest. This one looks ready to harvest. Very good. Get a few of those. There's another one. A nice big fluffy cactus. Ooh, a couple of them down there. Cool. That'll get us some extra wood. I don't know what I am doing with those buttons. Cool. We're getting a lot of that stuff torn up. It's not really bringing us in as much stone chunks, or you know what I mean, blocks, as many stone blocks as I would have hoped for, but I guess we'll take what we're gonna get, huh? And over on this side, Rasta is just sleeping his life away. Volka's busy resting up too. They really just need to heal, I guess. It's gonna take a while at the rate that they're going. They are getting nothing done. Hopefully the raid doesn't occur over on this map, or else we might be looking at a very quick end to this series. You know, when I first started making these videos, I would record several episodes up front. Like the first few series I did, I recorded, I think, 15 episodes before I posted any of them. And the reason being that if my colony was going to fail after 5 episodes, I would rather not post it and have it fail. Well, this one might fail after just a few episodes. I might have bitten off more than I could chew. But we're going to take our chances and see what happens. Be a real shame if a social fight is what destroyed this colony. Great, Rasta's in a daze. Riesling's over there wondering why nothing's getting done. Hopefully he doesn't eat any of my stuff. Ah, now there's some work getting done. Good job, Volk. Over here, plenty of work getting done. Look at that. Stuff in our stockpile. I should probably get a stove set up over here. Production. Shit, I can't really do a fueled stove. We just don't have any, we're not going to have any wood coming in. I guess I have to do a regular stove, which means I'm going to have to do a, get a power supply going over here as well. Guess a solar generator will work. Set it right there. It's going to get torn up by the raiders as soon as they start showing up. We could put it over here and put it behind a wall. That would protect it from the raiders. Can't really put it inside. I mean, I guess I could and tear down the... Oh my gosh. Well, I did want a challenge, right? That's kind of the whole point. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's the best. I just don't want to use my wall stuff. I've got so few supplies. I don't want to waste them building a wall. I guess I could do a campfire. I don't have any raw vegetables. There's no berries or anything to harvest. Shit. I will do a butcher table. There we go. Out of steel. Cool. We'll put that there. Probably going to need one over on the other colony as well. No matter where I set it up over here, it's going to be in danger of getting caught up in a raid. These guys don't have any stone chunks set aside. But we are going to need food coming in. Yep, I get it. It's outdoors. I see that. What are these? Limestone blocks? I don't really want to build a wall just around this so I can not have to worry about that. Rasta, you are still wandering. So you're going to come out of this and you're going to be starving and all that stuff. All right. So this is for our faction. The faction is going to be the pawn. Oh, that wasn't close to what I was looking for, was it? Pawns of twin Oasis. And colony number 1 is going to be tumbleweed. Very good. And over here, you're going to make us name this one as well? I'm sure you will. So these guys do have a little bit more to eat, right? Like they can eat the kibble if it comes down to that. It's not really what they're going to want to eat, but they can. Over in tumbleweed, they are going to have a little more trouble, I think. Can cut that tree down as well, that cactus, cut that down as well. So I guess that means we're going to have a little bit more wood over here. We can set up a campfire and use that to cook some food with. And of course we're going to need a cooler or something before too long. Set that guy to hunt or be hunted. There we are. So now we can butcher that. We'll have a little bit more food. Where are you taking? I guess you're taking it down there, and then now you're going to take it immediately back up to the butchering table. Good use of your skills. And I guess we will set up that campfire. Set it up outside though. Over here, Rasta is still wandering aimlessly, which is frustrating. And we do have this set up, so we'll do bill, add bill, butcher creature, do forever. Great. Good there. And is there anything to hunt over here? What is that, a rat? I guess we can hunt that rat. Aha, there we go. Over here, Scorpion Valley. So we've got Tumbleweed and Scorpion Valley. Those are our twin Oases. They've got names and everything. Looks like we've got an ancient danger over there. We could end the game quickly by opening that thing up. Ostrich over here. Let's hunt that thing. This is where we were going to build that campfire, right? So let's get that campfire built so we can cook some food, even though it's going to use up so much of our... Oh, and you're doing cleaning over here as well, huh? Clear home area. None of you needs to be home area. There we go. Now we'll set garden as a home area. Our little house is a home area. And we're going to call that good for our home area so we don't have too much cleaning wasting up our time. Yeah, go clean that blood up, that's for sure. There we go, thank you. So we could pretty quickly set up a little individual rooms in here. Alright, so, oh, that's a mad animal. Okay, that's good. Cook simple meal, do forever. Where's our mad animal? It's a local iguana. It's right there. We're gonna hunt it, and we'll fight it as soon as it gets close. And this is over in this one, so it's just Volk. You're the only option for killing this thing. So go melee attack it. Rasta, you're gonna pass out. You're already starving, and you still have all your injuries. So that social fight could be the death of our colony. Starvation, yeah, that's Rasta. There we go. Good job, Volk. You didn't even get injured. Very nice. Go butcher that thing. You can barely set up a campfire here. I guess you guys could start eating raw meat. I don't really have anybody to cut down more wood with Rasta going off on his constant rage. That meat's not going to last very long. Like, we're not going to be able to eat it. Spoils in one day. Are you kidding me? Well, let's just go eat it so we don't waste it. What are we doing over here? How's this meat holding up? One day, one day, one day. Taste bud, why don't you prioritize cooking? I really need to get that meat used up. I understand the meals are not going to last forever either, but, you know, at least they're going to last a little while. 77 degrees. And we don't start out with the ability to build those coolers. Shit, we can build a real cooler, of course. So we've got too much meat. We're not going to be able to eat all of our meat. How are we doing on needs here? You're full. Taste bud, you're full too. Oh, that's not good. Rasta, you're still enraged? Are you kidding me? It's been like 3 days. It hasn't been 3 days. It's only been... Well, it's been 2 days. You've been in a mental breakdown. Oh, look at all those stones. Do you not do... You're just too busy, Volk, because you're the only pawn actually working over here. Taste bud, finish up this meal, and then you can go back to taking care of yourself. Although you're not really tired or anything, so I'll let you keep working for a little while. Yep, that's Rasta that's exhausted. I get it. There's nothing I can do about it, unfortunately, or you won't let me. Taste buds. Hey, you're living up to your name, huh? Taste bud? Guy who's doing all the cooking? Makes sense. Alright. Drop this food off. And now you can just go to bed. Good. Alright. Over here, of course, you're already in bed, and Rasta, you're stupid. Psychotic wandering. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, well, that's good. What are you doing? You were resting. Why don't you eat some of this raw meat first? Because that's going to go rotten if you don't. And that'll help you be a little less unhappy. Now you'll get some rest in. One thing I do need to set up for these guys is a horseshoe pin. I'm going to need one over here. Cancel. go. And we need one over here as well. Joy, horseshoe pen. Just right there will be fine. Alright, where's this raid? It's on this map. Guess this map is better suited for it. But for now, we are going to put a break in this episode. I do need to figure out how my clock works. I don't know why I keep having so much trouble with that. Let's clear that out. There we go. I hope you've enjoyed watching the second episode of our series here. It's interesting. If you have enjoyed, click the like button down below. And of course, leave comments. I love to hear from you guys in the comment area. Hopefully over time, we're going to get to name a lot of different pawns. So if you comment on the video, I will put your name in the list of people to have their names put into the game. Right now, I'm going to prioritize everybody who has commented previous to this. I've already made a list. I made a list before the video started. So everybody who commented on the Zippy's Folly Let's Play, your names are there, and potentially you'll get or you should get your name in the game. There's only like 22 of them or something. So all of you should eventually show up in here, but if you are new to the channel, comment in here. And if you don't get your name in this series, you will get your name in the next series. I prioritized, Taste Bud and Hammonds and Rasta and Volk. None of them got their name in the Zippy's Folly, so that's why they're starting out with this one. And I've got another 8 people, I think, that did not get their names into Zippy's Folly, but you'll get your name in here eventually. So stay tuned for that. And thanks for watching. I really appreciate you being here to see this. We'll see you next time. Bye.